I think one of my favorite things about Persona is the way that the writing of the cast dramatically changes based on what they want to portray with that cast in the game. I think the biggest difference comes between Persona 3 and Persona 4 cast. For example, in Persona 3, it's made abundantly clear from the beginning that these people are not friends. From the beginning, you can tell that these people are working for the same cause, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be close to one another and be friends. They all have their own selfish reasons for joining and fighting the fight, but they're never really truly themselves in a group setting the way that the P4 cast does this. And that's mostly because characters in P3 have their own separate sub-stories in the bigger picture. For example, the Junpei and Chidori story is a standalone. It doesn't have to do with any of the other characters. Same goes for the Shinji and Aki subplot of the story. By the end of the game, we definitely see them more bonded with each other, but that bond is based on trauma and the main theme of death in the game. Meanwhile, in P4, you really get the sense that the group is being vulnerable and intimately expressing their thoughts and desires and hopes and dreams. And that is done by involving everyone in everyone's subplot. No one is ever missing. For example, everyone is involved in Kanji's character arc. Everyone knows what he struggles with, what his internal trauma is, and that's the point of the game. Same goes with Rise, Naoto, and all the other cast members. Everyone is there to witness their truest self. And thematically, that makes sense because the game is centered around the self, digital media, and how that separates us. So the way to fight that is by having connections with people in real life. I just find it so beautiful that so much work and thought is put into thinking of what the group dynamic of the cast will be like. Because it literally gets half the message of the game across just by having this specific cast in the game. But yes, let me know what you think and what is your favorite Persona cast.